YouTube, what's the dealio? What is going on? We got another day. This is the third day. This is day 3 of these master classes, and this is probably gonna be this is one of the most recommended, not recommended. This is one of the most requested topics, right? So we're gonna go all into it. So I just want to let people come in for a couple seconds, couple minutes, and we're gonna get right into it. You already know I'm not here to waste your time. I'm not here to waste anybody's time, right? So if you just hopping in, please do me a couple things. Like this video. Let's get this video to 50 likes, please. And then the next thing is let me know where you tuning in from. Drop it in the comments. Let me know where you tuning in from. Let me know where you tuning in from. Where you at? Today we're talking about, we're going to chart. I'm going to chart a brand new stock. We're going to create support and resistance. And then we're going to go over, indicators as well. All right. We're going to go over indicators as well. So we could get started. We're about to get started, and we're gonna let everybody pile in. But let me know where you tuning in from. Tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30. We coming in again on Friday as well. All right. We got Portland, we got Atlanta, we got Toronto, we got Louisiana. There we go. We got a lot. We got Vegas. Okay. All right, y'all. All right, let's get this to 50 likes, and we're gonna get into it. All right. So on Monday we talked about psychology, mindset, principles, and then on yesterday, which was Tuesday, we talked about candlesticks and chart patterns. All right. Today we're gonna be talking about support and resistance, and also charting, and then we're gonna go over indicators as well. Okay. So can I see videos from the first couple of days? Yeah. So the first couple of days, the videos, just go to my live streams. Just go to my live stream playlist, and then you'll be able to see that. They're all saved on my channel. All right. All right. So let's get into it. I don't want to waste y'all time. So we're talking about support and resistance today, and we're also talking about how to chart and indicators. So we're going to chart first. All right. We're going to chart first, and then we're going to go over support and resistance, and then we're going to go over indicators. All right. We got Charleston. Okay. All right, cool. So support and resistance and charting. So drop in the comments. Do I see Google dropping to 180? I do. It's probably going to come to around maybe 170, 160. So drop in the comments some of y'all favorite stocks, or some of the stocks that y'all are interested in trading. If I see, if there's a stock that's in there in the comments that I don't have charted out, I'll chart it out, and we're gonna chart it together, and we're gonna create support and resistance. All right. So just drop some stocks that you're interested in trading, or that you do trade. And if you want my opinion on that stock, drop it in the comments, and then we're gonna start with that. So I'm gonna go over a stock that I've never charted. All right, a stock that I've never charted. If it's Tesla, I charted it. Google charted it. Meta got it charted. Nvidia charted it. I know that's your baby. You love you some Nvidia. Palantir, I got Palantir charted like crazy. So we got CLF. I saw CLF. I saw Nike. Okay. What else we got? Let me pull up my charts and let me see. All right. So Lyft. I got Lyft charted. I was about to play with them. All right. What up, Trez? What up, Trees? What's up, Deskin's Dream Home? All right. So Apple, VIX. All right, so I saw CLF and I saw Nike. I got SoFi charted too. I got SMCI. So let's go with Nike. All right, we're going to go with Nike. Tempest AI, got them charted as well. But we're going to go with Nike, all right? So first things first, when I start charting a brand new stock, outside of the fundamental analysis and understanding like where it's at, I'm looking at I do from the top down, okay? I don't know if you've heard of this, but do it from the top down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna chart this stock, we're gonna create support and resistance, and then we're gonna come up with some trading scenarios of the actual stock, all right? So be sure to take notes because we're gonna go in. So I'm about to share my screen and we about to go all in on support, resistance, and charting, and then we're gonna go over the indicators as well, all right? So I'm gonna share my screen. Boom. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Nike. Okay. So Nike, NKE. And we're going to add it to the watch list. Boom. All right. So now we're going to go to Nike. Where's it at? Let's go to Nike. NKE. All right. We're going to add that to the watch list. Perfect. All right, so as you can see right here, we got Nike. This is a brand new chart, all right? I have 0 levels on this stock right here, okay? So here's how we do this. Here's how I would do this. So first things first, I want to get a broad view of the actual stock. You feel what I'm saying? So I want to get a broad picture of what's going on with the stock. So when I look at this stock right here, I see, okay, we opened up. It's been in the stock market since the 90s, right? It was going. All right, cool. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in. This is on a weekly time frame, right? I don't know why this is showing percentages. Let me reload this real quick. All right, cool. That's showing dollars now. All right, cool. All right, so back to the weekly. So as we can see, we have no levels, all right? So let's zoom out to the, so remember what I told y'all yesterday. Each candlestick equals 1 week, all right? So it equals 1 week. And then we're gonna go to the daily. So when I'm looking at the weekly time frame, and I'm thinking about if I wanna trade a stock or not. So right now, I see that Nike, this yellow line is my 200 EMA right here, okay? Nike has been under the 200 EMA since December of 2023. So what that means is Nike is in bearish territory. And as you can see, since 2023, it's only went down, right? So Nike has a lot of upside potential. Its all-time high is 170, is 172 right here, right? So if I want to trade Nike, I'm gonna look at the weekly and I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna go right here to this level right here and I'm gonna create a level. This is a resistance level right here, okay? And then this is also another resistance level right here at this peak, right? So these are 2 resistance levels. These are some more levels right here. This is a level and this is a level, right? But these 2 are like kind of ranges because they're very close together. It's 125.24 and then 127. So this is kind of like a little range because the is so close to each other, right? Now, let's go to some more. Let's see what else we got. These are some support levels that I'm seeing on the weekly. We got boom. We got right here. All right. We got right here, another support level. And then these 2 levels, these are some support levels right here as well. Well, we'll go to this one right here. All right. So as you can see, I literally just created support and resistance for a stock. It's that simple, right? Now, I want to be very clear. This is on the weekly time frame. Okay, so what that means is on the weekly time frame, these levels are a lot stronger than levels that you would have charted out from the 5-minute time frame, right? So follow what I'm saying. I want to make sure I'm being very clear. You want to start off at the top. And as we start to go lower, we're going to start to see that those levels on the 15 minute to 5 minute, they are very existent. Okay. But when we zoom in and when we go smaller, we're going to also see that what's happening is you may have big levels on the weekly, but on the 5 and 15 minute to day trade, you're going to see different levels, right? So all a level is I chart by wicks. I chart by wicks. That's a great question. That is a great question right there. All right. But yeah, I chart by wicks. So yeah. So I am charting out on the weekly to see what the strong levels are, right? What the strong levels are. And also remember, if you want to swing trade, you want to look at the weekly time frame, you want to look at the daily time frame, and you also want to look at the 4-hour time frame, okay? Now, here's what's going to dictate. If you're looking at the weekly and a daily time frame, you might be looking to hold the stock for, a week and beyond. If you're looking at the weekly time frame, you might be looking to see a setup that you might be holding for 3 months, right? Or you might be looking for leaps, right? 6 months and beyond. If you're looking at the 4-hour time frame, you might just be looking to see, okay, maybe should I hold this stock overnight, right? Or maybe like overnight or 2 days. But that's what the 4-hour time frame is for. Or if you're day trading the whole day and you're in a position and you're holding the stock and you're just like watching it go up to the next level. So that's what I would use the 4-hour time frame for, right? So understanding what the time frames are used for. 4-hour, daily, weekly, those are long day trades or swing trades, right? And then under that is the 30-minute and the hour time frame. I look at those as like kind of like seeing where the day is going and seeing like where a level could be that I may not be able to recognize off the 5-minute. And then I'm executing my trades on the 5 and the 15-minute. That's how I do it. Over time, that has worked for me. All right. You got to find your sauce. You got to find what works for you. So I want to make sure that I'm being I'm taking it step by step. Okay. Because I don't want you to miss this stuff. So the weekly, I'm starting with the weekly. Okay. So now we're going to go to the daily time frame. Right. So let's go to the daily time frame. Now we're going to see. You see how these start to match up now? So now each candle equals a day, right? So now let's look at the daily time frame. We got a couple other levels. We got this level right here. We got we could say that this is a level between right here and right here. Between this wick and this wick, that's a level. So I'll go right there. All right. Here's a level. All right. So we're going to go right here. Boom. Let's go down a little bit. Let's see where else. So this is support. So let's zoom in a little bit, zoom out. Let's go over here and see if we could find any more levels. And you see so check this out. You see how this is such a big gap from $70 all the way down to 56. I know there's some levels in there that we haven't mapped out, but it's only because we're looking right here, right? But what about over here, right? From the past. So this is back in 2019. So you got to understand that when you're mapping out levels from 4 years ago are still relevant to today, because all a level is when the stock hit this price, did it go to the opposite direction? And that's what creates support and resistance, right? So if a stock is coming down and a stock hits $50 and then it goes up, that's a support level. And that's a strong support level, right? If you see a stock, every time it comes down to $50 and then it goes up to 60, and then when it comes to 60, it comes back down to 50, you know that you're in a range. And you can trade within that range. So every time the stock goes to 50, you could get in a put. At 60, you could get in a put, ride the stock down, and then ride it down to 50. Every time the stock bounces off of 50, you can ride it up to 60 and get out, right? That's what ranges are. That's what support and resistance is created for, right? So on what exactly you're looking for to map out the levels. Okay, so what I'm looking for is whenever there's a peak, that's pretty much, to be very simple, wherever you see peaks at, to the upside and to the downside, those are support and resistance levels. Because what this is saying is, anytime the stock hit this price, it went the opposite direction, right? So remember, support is holding a stock up from dropping, and support it. What if you're getting supported? What does that mean? If you're getting supported, you're getting brought up, right? Somebody is helping you up, right? That's what support is. Resistance is it's stopping you from going up, right? So if you're facing resistance in your life, that means that you're trying to break through. You're trying to go up, but you can't go up, right? Because there's a resistance. But what happens when you break through that resistance? Your life expands, right? You go to the next level, right? You go to the next level. So you got to understand, support is stopping a stock from dropping, and resistance is stopping a stock from going up. And that's what support and resistance is. And so that's why I'm basing my support and resistance levels off of when I'm seeing the peaks. Okay? So I want to break that down for you, Jeffrey, and everybody, so that you're very clear on this. Because this was one of the creating your levels is like confusing, because a lot of times you don't know. But what happens is, when you understand where to start, a lot of times you just need to know where to start. And then when you know where to start, you can really just go. All right. So this is how you create support and resistance. All right. So if you're hopping on right now and you have not, please like this video. All right. Let's get this video to 50 likes and we're going to keep going. All right. So now we got the daily time frame. And so, like I said, we went to levels back in 2020, 2019. So this right here is a level, right? As you can see, the stock came down here to $62 and then it went up, right? And I'm looking at like major bounces. I'm not looking at like the ones that's going up and down. I'm looking at the major bounces, right? Whenever the stock hit somewhere and it went up higher, that's a support zone, right? And then a resistance zone, right? So this is a level right here. And then if we go lower, we got over here. This is a level. This is a support level right here. Boom. We got another one right here. Boom. All right. All right, cool. We could even put this one right here because it bounced off of there. Right? All right, cool. So now this is on the daily time frame, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to now go to the 15 and the 30 and the 5. But so we have the weekly and we have the daily charted out on support and resistance levels. Now, these resistance and support levels are very strong simply because these levels have been charted on the weekly time frame and on the daily time frame, right? Hear what I'm saying. When you have levels that are based off of the weekly time frame and the daily time frame, those levels are very strong, right? Hear what I'm saying. Those levels are very, very, very strong because we're basing it off of how the stock performed in a week. Not in 5 minutes, not in 2 minutes, in a week. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the 15 and the 5 minute time frame where I trade off of. OK, so now let's go to the 15-minute time frame. OK, so now if we zoom in some, we can see what's going on. All right. So now let's say that I want to trade Nike tomorrow. All right. Here's what I would do. If I want to trade Nike tomorrow, because today was Wednesday, right? So today's support level is $70.31 for Nike, right? That's today's support level. So right here, I'm going to put today's support. level, okay? And we're going to put that right here. We're going to make this smaller. Boom. All right. So this right here is today's support level. Because you see that this support level right here, when Nike came down here, it went back up. So that is a support level. And then this right here is a resistance level, right? So I'm going to put today's resistance. All right. And we're going to put that right here. Because once Nike hit this level, it came down, right? So that's support and resistance. So if I want to trade that, if I want to trade Nike, that's how I'm going to do it, right? So follow what I'm saying. That's how you could see the support and resistance if you want to day trade the stock versus if you want to swing trade the stock, right? And you see how today's resistance is very close to the resistance that's charted out based off of the daily or the weekly time frame, right? So, oh, my bad, y'all. Hold on one second. Go to, all right, my bad. All right, so let's look. So my bad. So you can see my screen now. So we're going to go over it again. So if I wanted to day trade Nike tomorrow, I would look at today's session, right? As you can see, Nike came down to $70.32. That is today's level of support. And then it went all the way up to $72.47. But once it hit $72.45, it came down. So this is the day's resistance. You get what I'm saying? But watch this though. So yesterday, Nike's resistance was $71.99. And since Nike was able to break above $71.99, it was able to go to this level right here. Right? And that's resistance. So this right here, I'm going to put it, this right here is yesterday's resistance. Okay. This is yesterday's resistance. Once Nike broke above yesterday's resistance, it was able to go up. Does that make sense? So this is how support and resistance works. So if you want to trade, day trade, you got to know the support and resistance on the daily levels, but also the day before. Because if Nike goes above where it was at yesterday, it's going to go higher. And it's going to go to the next level. If Nike drops below where it was at yesterday, it's going to go down to what? The next level. Right? So that's support and resistance. So now, here's what I would do. So tomorrow, let's say I want to trade Nike. Let's say tomorrow I want to day trade Nike. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see where the stock is at. I know that yesterday's resistance is this. And then yesterday's support is this. So if Nike opens up and it gets above here tomorrow, then I would get into calls and I would ride Nike up to the next level. And that next level would be somewhere around here, 73.18. Right? So if Nike breaks above here, I would get in calls as long as the body of the candles are above this line, right? And they stay above this line, then I would get in the calls and I would ride Nike all the way up to here. So this is the new support. And then this is the resistance. And then I would see, does Nike, once it hits this level, does it come back down or does it go through? If it goes up, then we stay in. If you see it getting rejected, then you get out and you collect your profit. Right? That is how we do support and resistance. That's how I do it. Okay? That's how I do it. So that is support and resistance. And that's also how you want to chart. Okay? That's how I chart. And that's how it has been very easy for me. Right? So what I like to do is I like to say, if the stock breaks above a level that it was at yesterday, then I can get into calls. If a stock comes down to a level that it was at yesterday, but it doesn't go lower and it stays there and it starts to come up, then I'm going to also get in calls, because that means that the stock bounced off of the support level. Like, hear what I'm telling you. This is literally $1 million information that you're getting for free. All right? Like, real talk. This is $1 million information. So that's support and resistance. I want to break this down very, very, very simple, because this right here will make you money. So when you're watching my YouTube videos and I say it broke a level, or if you're watching a YouTube video and you hear me say, don't get in unless it broke above this level, what I'm saying is you need to know your support and your resistance. And if a stock's body of the candle breaks above, closes, and when I say close, I mean that candle is done, right? That candle is done. What happens is it should continue above to the next level. That's what that means. And then if it breaks support, meaning that it came below support, then you can get into puts and write it down to the next level. Okay? Let me show you some examples of support and resistance. All right? I'm going to show you some examples of support and resistance. Today, we made like 15% on Target. Now, some people don't even know Target is a publicly traded company, and nobody really trades Target, right? But there's been a lot of bad press with Target lately. And so I've been looking at the charts, and I signaled it to the chat. I said, if Target breaks below this level, then we're gonna get into puts. Okay, so watch this. Let's go. Let me show you this in real life action. All right, like trades that actually made money. Right. So check this out. So we got. Let's go to Target. TGT. All right. So this happened today. So here's what happened on the 5-minute time frame. As you can see, I have my levels, right? So I said this right here, right? This level right here where my mouse is at. If Target drops below this level and it closes below this level, I would get into puts. Okay. So the market opened up. Target came below. So you see on the 5-minute time frame, this candle right here, right? This candle right here is where I got in at, because it closed below the level. It wasn't going above, right? And as you can see, look at these candles. Look at these candles, right? Let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. You see my screen? All right, cool. Look at these candles right here, right? You see how this candle came to this line right here, but it didn't go above? You see how this candle came to this line, but it didn't go above? And these candles stayed below this level. And then what ended up happening? These two candles came all the way down, came down to 126, right? And we got out right here. That is because the support broke and it gave out. And then we entered into puts right here and we rode it down for about 15 minutes. And then we collected our money right here. All right. That is support and resistance. Let's go to another stock. Let's go to Tempest. I have Tempest charted out. Let's look at these levels. The stock opened up and it came up here. This was on Wednesday today. You see how this wick right here rejected off and it came down? And then this is an indecision candle. This is a doji. And then look what happened. This wick hit the level and it came back down again, and then it came down, right? Because it rejected off of that level. It rejected off of this resistance level right here, right? Came down here, bounced up, and then it went. And you see that once the stock broke above this level right here, that it was able to go higher. You get what I'm saying? And then it came all the way up here, and then it was not able to go above the level. And what does it do? It comes back down, right? So all you have to do is trade from level to level. So if a stock is at resistance and it's not breaking through, you could get in puts to the downside. If stocks break through resistance, you could continue to get in calls to the upside. If stocks hold support and they don't go lower and they're starting to come up, you could get in the calls to the upside. Right? Does that all make sense? If that makes sense, please let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions, then drop them in the chat as well. All right? But I'm really trying to get you to see that this is simple, but we make it hard, right? So if you got to understand what a stock's range is. If a stock is trading between $110 and $120, whenever the stock is at 110, as long as it doesn't break below that, you can get in calls to the upside and ride it to its next level. And then if a stock is at resistance and it can't go above, then you can get in puts. If it breaks above that resistance level, then you can get into calls to the upside, right? And always remember, once a stock breaks above a resistance level that it's never gone to, what happens is the next time it's time to go up, it's easier for that stock to break through that resistance level, right? Because it's easier to do something that you've already done, but whenever you're doing something for the first time, it's harder. Think about trading. The first time I took my trade, it was hard. It was hard for me to get into trading, right? Because it took time. But now I know I've taken over 1,000 trades at this point because I know what I'm doing and I'm familiar with it. So when a stock breaks through resistance and it goes up and then it ends up coming down and then you have to get through that resistance again, it's a more likely chance that the stock is going to break through because it's already been there before, right? So I hope that makes sense. This is literally, I'm like real talk, this is literally how you trade, right? This is literally how you trade. Every stock has a range. Every single stock has a range, right? And so sometimes when you see the stock market like blast off, and now let's say that the stock has been going between $100 and $110, and then you now see the stock is at $115, $120. What that means is this is a new range now. You get what I'm saying? And you just want to trade within the range. All right. What is a yellow indicator? The 8 EMA? No, that is the 200 EMA. And we're about to go into indicators, right? I just wanted to spend that time on support and resistance and charting, because if you understand and learn support and resistance, your life will change. I'm telling you, your life will freaking change. Like real talk. All right. So we're about to go into indicators now. Yesterday, somebody asked me to talk about the EMAs. So we're going to go over EMAs because I personally feel like EMAs are one of the best indicators or the best tools to use when you're trading. All right. So we're about to get into indicators now. If you are watching this, please like this video and let's get this video to 50 likes. All right. We halfway there. All right. If this is valuable, then put this in the, like this video. All the questions. All right, cool. So we're going to go into indicators now. Now, before we go into indicators, there's a million indicators, okay? You don't need to have 50 indicators on your chart. All you need, honestly, is a couple. And some people trade with no indicators. Some people trade with indicators. I'm still trading with indicators. It helps me out. That's what I like, okay? Everybody got their own preference, their own cup of tea. You have to figure out what is your cup of tea, what's your style, how do you like things going for you. right? So the EMAs are one of the most popular indicators. So we're going to start with that. If you have your trading view, go into it because I'm going to show you how to set up your EMAs and which EMAs you want. All right. So what we're going to do is, first off, we're going to go through the EMAs. So we got EMAs and we got SMAs. I made a video talking about EMAs and SMAs and breaking the two down. So later on today, tomorrow, go watch my video about EMAs and SMAs. Now, I use EMAs. EMA stands for exponential moving average. SMA stands for simple moving average. EMA means the exponential stands for this indicator basically, it aggregates the stock price over the past however many days. 9 EMA is 9 days, 20 EMA is 20 days, 40 EMA is 40 days, right? 200 EMA is 200 days, 400 days, right? So the EMA stands for what is the average price of this stock over the past X days, right? But on the EMA, it factors in all of the explosive moves that the stock has had, right? The SMA, the simple moving average, factors in the average price of the stock, not including all the exponential moves. And that's why you have a simple and a exponential. All right. Some people say the simple moving average is more reliable, and people use the simple moving averages for like swing trading and stuff like that. All right. So now we're gonna go into TradingView, and I'm gonna show you how to set up your EMAs, and then I'm gonna show you how they work, because I promise you the EMAs have saved me so much money. The EMAs stopped me from losing money. The EMAs helped me make more money. All right. So yeah, the 9 and the 21 EMA, the life changer. Your indicator videos help me see it, see the light, and how the stock move from the upside to the downside. Absolutely, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. All right. So we're going to go into the charts again, and we're going to be looking at the EMAs. All right. So let's dig into it. All right. Perfect. Now, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hide everything, and then we're gonna do it one by one. All right. All right. All right, cool. So here's what we got. Now, if you want to set up your EMAs, all you have to do is click on indicator, and then you want to type in, you could type in EMA, and then go to moving average exponential right here. And you want to click this 3 times. So 1, and then 2 and 3. I already have them on my chart, so I'm not going to click them 3 times. But you can click it 3 times, okay? Now, all you do is you exit out, you come up here, show indicators, and then you come down here where it says EMA 9 close, all right? You go to settings. Now, this is how you create the color, right? The color. Whatever color works best for you. It don't matter. And then the inputs, the length. You put 9. For one of them, you put 9. For one of them, you put 21. And then for one of them, you put 200. Okay? So we got the 9, we got the 21, and we got the 200. If I wanted to create a 50-day EMA, then I would click OK, and then it would start to show. You see how it switched up? But I'm not using that. So we're going to exit out of that. And then we got the 9 EMA, we got the 21 EMA, and we got my VWAP, and we got the 200 EMA. All right. So we're going to go through all of that. All right. So if that makes sense, let me know. And let me know that everybody has their EMAs created. And now I'm going to start showing you how to use it. The next thing is your VWAP, VWAP, your volume weighted average price, right? What the VWAP is, so first off, your EMAs help show you the trend of a stock, whether it's going up, it's going down, right? And then the VWAP lets you know. I look at the VWAP as like a divider. If the stock is above the VWAP, we're to the upside. We're bullish. If the stock is below the VWAP, we're bearish. The only way we're bullish if the stock is under the VWAP is if the stock reverses from support. Okay? Hear what I'm saying? I will show you some examples. But if the stock is below the VWAP and then the stock reverses after it went down, I will get into calls and I'll write it up. All right? So now let's go to the charts again. Now let's look at them. So we got the EMA. So first off, this is a 200 EMA. So this is 200 days average price of the stock, including exponential moves. The green is the VWAP. The blue is a 21 EMA, and the 9 is the orange is the 9 EMA. All right. So whenever the 9 EMA is above the 21 EMA, we're going up. And as you can see, right? As you can see, we're going up when this 9 EMA is above here. And the wider these are, the more overextended the stock is, which means that the stock could be coming down to come back to the EMAs to test, right? I want you to understand that all day, all stocks are doing is testing. That's all they're doing. So stocks are going up, they're going down, they're testing levels. So a stock could go up and then it could come back down and it hits off of this level and then it goes back up. It's because stocks are testing levels to see where they want to go. And it's your job to understand that and then take advantage of it. All right. So the EMAs, look at the EMAs as like magnets. Anytime you see candlesticks that's far away from the EMAs, they have to come back to the EMAs to balance out, right? The 9 and the 21 EMAs are like magnets. And the stock, when it's too far away from it, it's going to end up coming back. And this is why I love reversals. So when the stock is close to the EMA, but it's above the VWAP, and the EMA is slightly above the 9 EMA is slightly above the 21 EMA, that most likely is a good time for calls because the stock is not too far away from the EMA yet, right? But when you get in a call and the stock is above the EMA and it's kind of far away, that's why the stock pulls back, because it has to come back to the EMA first to test, right? So now let's look at this. So here's what we're going to do. So now look at this. So you see how even like this stock right here, it came down, but it didn't go below this EMA right here. So anytime that a stock is like breaking out, as long as it doesn't drop below the 9 EMA, you're good for calls. So even this stock right here, right? Or this candle, it came down here, but it didn't go below. The body of the candle didn't go below, and it went up and then it kept going up. But as you can see, the second or the minute you have a candle and the body like comes through the 9 EMA, what starts to happen? The stock starts to come lower and lower and lower, and then it starts to come down, right? Please let me know if this is making sense, because once I understood this changed my life. I'm telling you, it changed my life. It changed my trading. It changed everything, right? These EMAs right here are everything, right? It's a magnet. And you see how the closer they are together, the less the stock is breaking out. So you get what I'm saying? So right here, it was these are farther apart, and look at the breakout. These are closer together and it's not breaking out. It's not going straight vertical. It's kind of like ascending a little bit. But now you see that they're closer, and now the stock is coming down and starting to squeeze a little bit more. And then you see that now the stock's reversed and it starts to come down. So whenever you have the 21 EMA above the 9 EMA, we're in a downtrend. As you can see right here, this EMA is above this EMA, And now we're in a downtrend. But over here, the 9 EMA was above the 21 EMA and we were in an uptrend, right? Please let me know if this is making sense. Please let me know if this is making sense. Thanks so much for the information. Of course. I'm learning in minutes what I've been trying to learn in years. God bless you abundantly. Thank you. I always say this is just what I wish I had, right? When I was really trying to learn this, it wasn't, I didn't have a YouTube channel like this, right? Everybody was just giving me small little bits of pieces, but they wasn't giving me anything that was valuable. I want to give you valuable information, all right? Mountaintop is resistance. The highest price was the chart. The bottom is support. That's what holds the stock price up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for your time. You're very good at teaching. I hope you more of it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, cool. So that's how you handle the EMAs. You can literally take what I say about these EMAs as law and gold, right? I'm not here to misguide you. I've lost money learning how to use the EMAs, and I've learned how to make money using the EMAs, right? The VWAP as well. Now, let me show you something else. Now, let's start talking about the 200 EMA, okay? Let's start talking about the 200 EMA. So let's break it down. We're going to go here, all right? So now, let's say we on a 15-minute time frame. Now, look at this. This 200 EMA is crucial. Crucial. All right? So whenever you see a stock drop below this 200 EMA, it's lights out. It's probably dropping. You know what I'm saying? And you could probably make some good money. So right now, this is Tempest. It's above this 200 EMA. So that's a strong sign that like it's not dropping. But let's go to Adobe. You see how once Adobe drops below this 200 EMA, it falls, right? It falls. You get what I'm saying? It falls. When it broke below, it tried to go up. It went up strong, right? But it didn't. It went up in one candle, right? So what I say yesterday, when you have these big moves in one candles, it's going to come back down because that was too irrational. And so it was irrational. It came right back down and rejected. And then it broke below this 200 EMA. Now look, it went down bad, right? But look to the upside. But now it broke above the 200 EMA. And look what happened. Look what happened. Look at how it shot up once it is now above the 200 EMA. It went to what? This next level right here, right? Trading is about levels and seeing patterns, right? That's what it did. And then you see how now it's hovering around this level right here, right? And then look what happened. Hovered, and it broke above this level and then it went up some more, right? And now this is now support. And now it's going up some more, right? So now it tried to test this level. It rejected in pre-market. Tomorrow, if it breaks above this level, then in this level, we could be going to 475 now, right? So that's how you handle the 200 EMA. So we got the 9 EMA. We got the 21 EMA. We got the VWAP. And we got the 9 EMA, 21 EMA, the VWAP, and the 200 EMA. Those are four, and all you understand this. I want you to understand this. I hope you hear what I'm saying. All you need to do in trading is learn how to think and draw horizontal lines. If you can learn how to draw horizontal lines by clicking 2 buttons, and you could learn how to recognize chart patterns, you could go make $150,000 a year, $300,000 a year in the stock market. Listen to what I'm saying, right? This is real life. This is real life. All you need to do is learn these simple things. Learn these simple things and everything in your life will change. All right? Trading is about levels and seeing patterns. Absolutely. That's all it is, right? Gatekeeping is everywhere when it's literally trillions here for everybody. There's a reason there's buyers and sellers. No, that's facts. That's facts. All right. So we got the EMAs, we got the VWAP, We went over those. I love the EMAs and I love the VWAP. Lately, I haven't even been paying attention to the VWAP as much because I'm trading based on the EMAs. I still use the VWAP. And so let me show you another thing when I was talking about when it holds support, right? So let's look at the VWAP. So y'all know how I said, I'll get into a call if the stock is under the VWAP if it reverses. So let me show you some reversals, right? Let me show you some reversals. All right. So here's what I mean. We're going to go to Meta. All right. All right. So you see how, so this was today. So this is a support level. This is like the range of support level. Meta 712.05. We could even go down to 711. As you can see, anytime Meta, so look at this. This day, right? So Meta, this is literally a support level right here. Do you see the pattern? This is on Monday, this is on Tuesday, and this is on Wednesday. So every single day this week, if you got in when Meta came down here and then it wicked up and then you saw it started to go up, you could have made thousands of dollars 3 days in a row, right? Because this is a support. Let's go to last week. Same thing, support, right? This is patterns. But anytime that the stock came below this level, look where it went. It went all the way down to 704, right? So this is literally what I'm talking about when I'm saying patterns, okay? Anytime it came below this level, it dropped. But anytime it didn't come below this level, it went up. It's that simple. Okay, so let's look at this. So let's go to right here. The green line is the VWAP. So you see how the VWAP is up here, but the stock is down here. And I said I would get in calls if the stock is below the VWAP because it's coming up. You get what I'm saying? This right here was a reversal. It wicked down here. It wicked down here. It rejected off of support and then it started to go up. So I would get in calls to the upside because it rejected off of this level right here. The next day, same thing, right? Same exact thing, right? Wick, boom. All right. And then today, it looked a little different, but it did the same thing. Wick on that 200 EMA, wick, but look, it was going up. You see what I'm saying? And so it's below the VWAP, but we're looking bullish and it's holding support. So if it's bouncing off of support, feel free to get in calls and take it to the upside. And this is any stock. Listen to it's any stock to the upside or the downside, right? Look at this. Came, found support for the day and it went up. VWAP is here. This is under the VWAP. You could get in the call and ride it up. All right. So that's how you handle it. That's how you handle it. All right. That's support, that's resistance, that's the EMAs, that's the VWAP, that's the indicators. I personally, you don't need a whole bunch of indicators. But what you do need, you need a couple things. You need confidence. You need to trust yourself. All right. Don't be trading out of fear. What I say on Monday's live. If you have not watched all of these lives this week, I highly recommend you watch them. I know it's been an hour each one. So this week we spending 5 hours together, right? But it's for good reason. This 5 hours that you invest could literally make you $100,000 this year in the stock market without you working. So understand what I'm saying. So yeah, if you go back to my psychology and my mindset video, you'll learn a lot. I don't care if you've already been trading. Go learn. Repetition is everything, right? Yesterday we went over candlesticks, chart patterns. Today we're talking about resistance. We're talking about support, resistance, and indicators, right? But these support and resistance levels will literally make you thousands of dollars. You will literally be able to print money when you understand support, resistance, and levels. Levels are support and resistance. I use the words interchangeably, right? So Does anybody have any questions? I want to open this up. Does anybody have any questions about anything that we went over? And while I'm waiting, I will say, if you want to trade with us, join the Discord, right? Join the Discord with us and trade with us. That's all you got to do. We're going to call out the plays. We're going to call out the plays, all right? But drop your questions if you have questions. And we're going to go in. We're going to go in. We got a little bit more time. All right? So what we got? What we got? What questions do we have? We got support and resistance. That's what we went over. Support, resistance, charting, indicators, 9 EMA, 21 EMA, 200 EMA, the VWAP. That right there, that'll change your life. That's next level. You getting elite information for nothing. All right, just for your time. Right? Also, if you have not, please like this video. Right? Like this video. Let's get this video to 50 likes. 50 likes. We almost there. We almost there. All right. So no questions. No questions. So I'm going to recap. Support, resistance. When I'm charting out a stock, I'm looking at the weekly time frame and then the daily time frame. All right? I'm looking at the peaks, the absolute peaks and the absolute valleys. And I'm just making my levels based off of that. And then I zoom in to the 15-minute time frame. To day trade a stock, I'm going to look at the previous day's support and resistance, right? And I'm going to see where stocks are bouncing off of. And once I see where they're bouncing off of, I now know I have a support and resistance. Once the stock comes down to support and it stays above that support, I can get into calls and ride it up. Whenever I see a stock go into resistance and it doesn't break through, I know that I can get in a put and take it down. All right, that's levels, that's support, and that's resistance. And your option trade live, and your option trades live in real time in Discord. Absolutely, yeah. So in the Discord, we're on live, kind of like it's not a video, but it's audio, and I'm literally walking you through from everything. Okay, so I'm telling you what stock. So number one, every week we drop options, a watch list, and then every day I give you a watch list on the stocks that I'm looking at, and I'm giving you the support and the resistance levels inside of the Discord before the market opens. And then at 6:15, me and Marcel, we go through everything. All right, we go through our stocks that we're looking at, and we go through the levels, right? Support and resistance. And then when the market opens, I'm gonna tell you, hey, this is what I'm looking at. I'm about to enter. I'm loading the contracts right now. Okay, now I'm in the trade. I just got filled. I'm up 4%. I'm up 10%. I'm about to take profits. I just took profits. I got filled. That was a 10% trade. Did y'all catch it with me? You get what I'm saying? This is how I do it. This is how we do it. All right. So yes, all of the trades are live, 100%. All right. Let me see what this question says. So this says, how successful have your students been so far with trading? So I started the Discord a week ago, right? So this is literally the second week right now. But today, let me see. Today let me look at something real quick. So I'm going to show you, let me show you something. So let's go to the Discord. All right. So let's check this out. All right. So this is the Discord right here. So every day we got the levels, right? So these are the support and the resistance levels. And then I got my support and resistance levels right here, right? But then so we got the profits. So he made 5% on his money. He made another, I don't know how much, but this is the same person. So that's almost $100 right there for the day. She just started. She got that target. I don't know the percentage. I don't know what the percentage was, but she made $100, 19% on Apple. He made $25 on Palantir. He made $25 on, but this was 15% on his money. Right here, hit and run on target. So I called this target play today. This person right here, last month before joining the Discord, she was negative 300. This month she up $400. All right. And then this guy right here, boom and boom, right? So here's the thing, right? Here's what I want you to understand. If you go to the bank right now and you give the bank $100, right? And you tell them in 20 minutes, give me $115. They can't give you a 15% return ever. You can't even get a 15% return from your bank in a year. But we can go to the stock market every single day and we could go get 10, 15% on our money. So it's not about the dollar amount. It's about the actual returns that we're getting. And then on top of that, here's the kicker, right? Let me tell you the kicker. You can trade, if you do 2 to 3 trades a day, and each trade you're getting 8 to 10% on your money, if not more, you're making 15, 20% daily on your money. So I want you guys to understand, it's not about the dollar amount, right? Everybody wants to put in $2 and make $5,000. It don't work like that, right? And also understanding risk management as well. Tomorrow we're talking about risk management. We're going all in on risk management and stop losses and stuff. But you got to understand that the real goal is how much return can I get on my money? That's what it's really about. So if I could put in $1,000 and make $100 in 2 minutes, I got 10% on my money in 2 minutes before 7 a.m. This is what it's about. And also we have people joining that are brand new. So we're helping people. They're taking our trades so that they could start to grow their account. And as they're growing their account, they're learning how to trade. And we're helping them build their account. So in like 6 months from now, people are going to be making $500, $600, $700 a day. But we're literally starting with people that started with 500, 800, 1,000, 1,500, right? So I want to be very transparent. I'm not saying everybody in the Discord is making $20,000 a month. They will be, but we're working with a lot of people that are brand new. So I just want to keep it real with you on that. So the students are having success, right? Because they're making more money on their money than what they're making in the bank, and they're learning a skill set that could change their life forever. All right. I joined tonight. I'll be there we go. Yeah, we're gonna see you in the morning. Your teaching is fire. Thank you, Gigi. You're getting great value here. And just asking for a like. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. I agree with you, Vernon. Vernon coming in Discord is excellent. Plays hit daily. He calls the plays and lets you know when he's in and out. Of course, results depend on your rules, discipline. Yep, that's right. Yeah, Shali, she just popped off Apple today. She be consistently popping off. Not only live trading, but tons of information on the Discord, even daily watch list. I love it. There we go. That's right. I'm probably joined tonight. Yeah, don't listen. I want you to understand too, and we gonna leave it right here. I want you guys to understand that if I would have got serious about the stock market when I was 24, right now I would be worth 5 to 10 million, right? So by me waiting, I had to pay $5 million, right? So the longer you wait, the more it's going to cost you. I want you to understand that. The longer you wait, the more it's going to cost you. So don't be a person that's like, I'm going to probably do this, right? Just go all in. Learn the skill set. Take the journey. The journey is the real reward. When you surrender to the journey, you're going to become a better person. That's what this is all about. All right. I appreciate you. You're a natural teacher. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Life is great. I appreciate it, man. So yeah. So today we went over support, resistance, charting, and also indicators. 9 EMA, 21 EMA, VWAP, and the 200 EMA. All right. So that's today. Tomorrow, 5:30, 7:30, or 8:30, depending on your time zone. We locking in again. So be sure to be there, be square. I'm dropping a video tomorrow at 11 a.m. between 11 and 11:30 again when I finish trading as well. So be sure to be there as well. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate your time. And yeah, when you say 6:15 in the morning Discord is the West Coast time, yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna have you at 6:15 on East Coast. So yeah, just 15 minutes before the stock market opens up. That's when we hop on and then we go through everything. All right. So I appreciate everybody. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow in whatever capacity, and let's keep building. Let's keep growing. If you know somebody that you want to share this information with, share this YouTube channel with, I would appreciate that, right? Because I just want to continue to grow and build and grow this channel. All right. So I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Peace. Always remember, get out of your head and get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. Peace.